Just tell Tinubu that he's not doing well and leave the rest for God. Nigerians clash over Obi's remark on Pastor Adeboye. Okay. When did he make a remark about Pastor Adeboye? A wave of reaction has showed a social media message by former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi after he addressed growing calls for respected cleric Enoch Adeboye to openly criticize the government or engage in protest-style activism. Obi in the post warned that political conversations in Nigeria, especially since the 2023 general elections, have increasingly shifted from governance competence and national development to ethnic and religious narratives that risk deepening division. He cautioned that many Nigerians are being drawn into emotionally charged discussions without recognizing what he described as underlying attempts to manipulate public sentiment, urging citizens to verify information, question narratives, and resist division. A central point of his message focused on recent public expectations that Adeboye should take a more confrontational stance against the government. He should confront the government. Why? Against the government, Obi argued that at 84, the cleric should not be pressured into such roles, stressing that his influence has historically been rooted in peace, prayer, and moral guidance, rather than political confrontation. Okay. He added that younger Nigerians should take responsibility for driving civic engagement and national change. True. However, the post quickly sparked a debate online. I don't know why people are waiting for pastors, waiting for people, celebrities to come and talk for them. I don't know. Though really, though RCC came to debunk it, I saw where they said the placard that we saw Pastor Adeboye holding was in 2020, and it was not really like talking against Jonathan. That was Buhari's period. But me, I know that there was a time during Buhari's time, during Jonathan's time, when Pastor Adeboye said some things and protested. I don't know, maybe they've taken the pictures offline or whatever, but I could remember vividly. But still, it still doesn't mean that people should not be waiting for him to come and talk for you. Even if he talks, that's just it. What's going to happen? Is he going to enforce the president? Is he going to be like going to go and meet the president and force him, or do the right thing? He can't do that. It is the responsibility of all of us. Don't wait for somebody. Don't be waiting for anybody to come and talk for you, or those that are waiting for celebrities to come outside. Celebrities are also human beings. Pastors are human beings. All of us, we are all citizens of this country. So don't put your expectations on someone that it is this person that can talk. It is this person that should come outside and talk for us. That one we go waste tire. I'm telling you. Okay. The post weekly sparked heated debate online with supporters and critics sharply divided over both Obi's position and the broader expectations placed on religious leaders in Nigeria's political space. One comment that stood out in the discussion captured the frustration of some Nigerians, insisting that citizens are not demanding protest leadership from religious figures, but expect them to openly just address governance failures. Some pastors are talking about it. I know some pastors that are calling the president out. At least I know that Winner's pastor is always talking about it. How am I forgetting his name now? He's always calling out the government. He's always calling them out. Pastor Paul Eneche too, he's always calling them out. He's always calling the president out that they are not doing the right thing. Most pastors do that. So I don't know why people have placed so much on RCCG, like, he's the one that's supposed to talk. He doesn't talk. People should leave him alone. The user wrote, just tell Tinubu that he's not doing well and leave the rest for God, arguing that moral voices should speak more directly on national hardship. Other users pushed back strongly, accusing Obi of political manipulation, and ethnic framing. One commenter described him as a champion of religious and ethnic division. How? Alleging that he weaponizes sentiment for political advantage and contributes to the division he publicly warns against. That's a lie. Another reaction dismissed the message outrightly, claiming that Nigerians who supported Obi during the 2023 elections have since become more political aware and are no longer influenced by political narratives. And that one are off point. Some critics have turned their attention to religious leadership in Nigeria in general, accusing clerics of inconsistency and political silence. But people are only calling out pastors. What we have clerics, so we have imams in this country. We have sheikhs. Are we calling them out? Why are we focusing on just one religion. We have traditionalists. We have chief priests, all of those babalawos, and call all of them out to talk. Don't focus on just one person and say, hey, it has to be an RCCG pastor. It has to be Pastor Adeboye that will come outside and call out the president. Why? So, he turned their attention to religious leadership in general, accusing clerics of inconsistency and political silence. Amidst worsening economic conditions, insecurity, and rising cost of living in Nigeria, one user went further, describing Adeboye as a hypocrite. Adeboye Otirogo, and questioning the moral authority of religious figures in national discourse. The controversy highlights continuing tension in Nigeria's political space over the role of influential religious voices, the expectations placed on them, and the lingering division that followed the 2023 election. You see that expectations, is what will finish us in this country, placing expectations on people. Meanwhile, we are the ones that should come outside and talk for ourselves. The Guru Samson says it is the role of church to speak up against bad governance. What happened to your own mouth? And you cannot speak up. You are waiting for the church. Okay. This is well. Anyanwu says Obi has spoken as a civilized and morally discerning leader. But the undisputed truth is that being a Yoruba man is an antithesis to the truth. He would never speak against a Yoruba man, no matter how bad. That is their nature. Where is Oleshoyinka? They have now realized they are old. But if Tinubu'S from another religion, their old voice will be shouting like a gong. From another region, okay. Jesus says the Christian leaders and Muslim leaders in Nigeria are completely failed in their duty to the nation. What's their duty to the nation? Because of selfish interest in what they are gaining from public and government, neglecting duty of the world. Wahala. Wahala be like bicycle. Emeka Ojo says Pastor Adeboye will never utter a word as far as Tinubu is a Yoruba man. Really, Aniche says, Obi, please talk to these people. Your words, the truth, they melt them like the hot fire melts the steel. Christopher said the closest Obi got to Nigeria's presidency was in 2023, but he will not be permanently retired from partisan politics in 2027. Echo Ayan says, now I understand that during Jonathan, all these pastors were not actually fighting for the betterment of the country, but all was based on tribalism. I agree to that. It's tribalism. As Amusita says, Peter Obi has made a reliable point, but Nigerians are another devil on their own, blaming everything for their own failure. That is the problem with Nigerians. They always look for somebody to blame. They always look for somebody to bully. Bullying celebrities online. Meanwhile, you did not put your life on hold. You want celebrities to put their life on hold. You want them to put their source of livelihood on hold. This is not possible. We behave like hypocrites in this country. You want to blame everybody. What about you? What have you done? Have you spoken about it? You want celebrities to go to the forefront for you of battle. They are human beings too. They are not immortals. If they shoot them, it will enter. So I don't know the problem. It is well. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening to this about time. Bye.